Open up! Hey, punk! Remember me?
Hey!
Yeah, you forgot, huh, punk?
No, not at all.
Oh, really? It sure does feel like you've forgotten.
I've just been busy.
Sure. What are you doing right now?
That's none of your business.
Show me!
No.
Show me!
No.
Show me!
Show me.
Ah, dude, you're playing Mina the Hollower? Elite ball knowledge.
Oh, hell yeah. Shoot.
Yeah,
maybe not,
we don't
maybe
do
not.
that.
Hey y'all, Emergency Player here. We're halfway through 2026.
Actually, it's July.
Okay, a little over halfway. This year, I'm trying to complete my New Year's resolutions, and I'm doing quarterly check-ins to track my progress. And now that we're halfway through the year, it's time for my second check-in. Am I cruising along with my goals, or did I burn out fast before reaching the halfway point? Find out more as I talk about my... Wait, so what were your New Year's resolutions again? Here's a quick little speed run on my resolutions this year. They focus on 3 areas where I really want to improve myself. First is my physical health. That is your cholesterol numbers? Holy shit, you're fat. The goal for the second quarter is to continue going to the gym more, transition my diet to be healthier, and start doing more cardio. Second is diversifying my media, both in the shows and films that I watch and the games that I play.
What are you doing?
Pim and Charlie had a kid together on my island because Charlie got empregged. Empreg. Diversifying my media means watching at least one show or movie per month and also playing through more single player games, ideally also one per month. And my third resolution is to grow more creatively in animation and game development. I want to at least have 2 long-form videos a month and finish my first game prototype by the end of June. And Mr. Investors, for my first game, I will have 10 battle passes and open world environment with gacha mechanics for giant anime girls. Let's do this! Okay, so first off is my physical health. April was going really strong. There was a lot of build up to the blood test that I had in early May. So, have you seen your blood test? Yes, I'm sorry, Doc. I saw it and it was pretty bad. I just love food too much and I'm just such a fat chud. Actually, you overperformed. Huh? Yeah, so your vitals were so bad last time that the trajectory was going to land you in a very dead spot. So our goal was to make you slow down that increase in your bad vitals. But you ended up flattening the line, which overperformed your estimates. So the goal wasn't to lower it. Nah, we just told you that so you'd eat less. Damn, they literally placeboed me. Not much else to report here. I continued going to the gym consistently and had some PRs with my weights. In terms of food, I did slack a lot during June just due to the amount of celebrations and trips that I had, but overall I'm doing better-ish. I need to do a lot more to be in the spot that I will be happy with, but starting this month I'm going to start transitioning back to eating healthier and trying out new recipes. That way I'm not as tempted to eat out.
What you doing?
Oh, I'm completing my New Year's resolutions.
You've been sitting in that couch for 48 hours without moving. How is watching 5 seasons of Bob's Burgers and drowning in Taco Bell completing a resolution?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. If you know me, I have a problem with saying, I'll get to it. Oh yeah, eventually. I'll watch it at some point. That's actually going on my eventually list. Another for the list? Yeah, I'll get to it eventually. I'll watch it eventually. On every single piece of media that I am recommended. So that's why diversifying my media is an actual resolution for me. Since I made the previous check-in video around the middle of March, there were some movies and shows that I wasn't able to add to the list. These were The Amazing Digital Circus Episode 8, Hoppers, and Project Hail Mary. I'll talk more about the Digital Circus as a whole later, but Episode 8 was probably the best one in the whole series. The musical number was really great, and it does a lot with Kane's character before he just pops. Hoppers was a really fun movie. It was just that the ending and final message feels very watered down. Project Hail Mary is such a beautiful film. My friend Ben described it to me as a film version of Outer Wilds. I have not played Outer Wilds, but I think I get where he's coming from. I just want to say that the rest of what I'm about to say isn't about the Outer Wilds analogy. I just thought it was really funny to add. On the surface, Project Hail Mary is about discovery and exploration, but more importantly, it's about the bond between two aliens in a desperate situation trying to save their races. Deadass, it's about the power of friendship. Neither of them could have done this mission by themselves, but through the power of their cool sci-fi space friendship, they were able to accomplish their goals. I love Rocky so much. There are so many things that I could talk about with this movie, but I think for me, one of the more subtle themes in the movie that I really loved was about how science and math are universal, but art and culture is what makes humanity unique. One of the first interactions between Rocky and Grace was Grace realizing that Rocky knew about oxygen. They just call it different things, but the chemical makeup is exactly the same. Humans and Iridians both know the same scientific concepts, but what makes our races different and distinct is our culture and arts. In a time where tech people keep trying to force AI to replace the arts, it's a beautiful reminder that art is human and not just a mishmash of stuff in an algorithm that it was trained on stolen art. It's built on our experiences living on Earth and unique to each and every one of us. For April, I saw the following shows and movies. These are the shows and movies I will be talking about. I mean, I guess Star Fox was cool. Had a lot of really rough animation this season, but it's still one of the best shows I've ever seen, which speaks a lot to the writing of the plot and its characters. I loved how the finale utilized Mark's PTSD from the Viltrum War to build up Thrag's eventual reveal and deal that he offers Mark at the end of the season. And no matter how rough the animation can be at times, I was sitting in a dark room watching the Conquest fight on a projector, and this moment makes up for almost everything. Holy shit! Smiling Friends also ended this month, and while I'm sad, I'm glad that they were able to end the show on their own terms. It's pretty cool to see the members of the show talk about their experience and even kick off their own shows, being backed by the creators of Smiling Friends. An example of this is Shiglu. I found his YouTube channel about him talking about being a director for one of the episodes, or a few of the episodes, which was really cool. Also, being in tech and watching the AI episode was pretty funny, because that's kind of how my entire company is. Speed Racer. Where do I even start with this film? This is one of those movies that I saw bits of when I was a kid on like Cartoon Network, but I completely missed out on it. And it seems like so did everyone else. The only thing I knew about it was that it was in UB Funkies and I had a Hot Wheel of the main car. It got a re-release in theaters this month and I went to go watch it with my friend Henry. This movie is a CGI jungle juice for the eyes. In my eyes, it was an animated movie. I will admit I had a bit of a headache during the first 30 minutes of the film. We were sitting in the second row of the movie theater and we were just looking up the whole time, and its explosion of color and constant camera movement felt nauseating. But as the movie progressed, it felt like the movie found its visual style as it went, and my brain was immersed with this bright, explosive, fast-paced world. What I found was a movie that spoke about staying true to your passions in a world where everything is commodified, and how community and the one that you build around you prevents you from being consumed by the machine of capitalism. In May, I didn't have a lot of time, so I just focused on finishing The Boys Season 5. I'm not really adding much to the conversation. I think most of my points have already been said. I believe this season still had a strong start, but as it progressed, I just lowered my expectations for the finale with each episode. My favorite parts of the season were the small bits where fascism sneaks up onto everyday life. There's also moments where Starlight and MM start losing themselves on the fight against this regime, but Huey holds out hope, and that hope is what keeps the heart of the boys alive. Of course, I'm upset with them focusing on setting up the Vought Rising show and how quickly they sidelined the Gen V cast despite the second season of that show, setting them up to at least have a dedicated episode for sometime this season. Going into the finale, I really only wanted two things from the show: Butcher beating the shit out of Homelander, and Homelander doing something really fucked up. And I got one of those things. I really liked how Butcher dies to Huey at the end as well. Overall, the finale did the job of ending the show in a very safe manner, and it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It did its job. For June, I watched seasons 3, 4, and 5 of Bob's Burgers. Then I watched the Amazing Digital Circus series finale and Supergirl in theaters. Watching Bob's Burgers made me realize that I'm Teddy.
Oh God!
That one was like 6 seconds.
He's breathing.
I mean, how long before you die?
This is crazy. You're crazy. You do burgers of the day every day.
Teddy.
A new burger every day. It's the only constant in my life.
Okay, easy, Teddy. Teddy,
No,
easy.
get off
Teddy,
of me.
Teddy.
Get off of me. When I come back tomorrow, there better be a friggin' burger on that board. You hear me, Bob?
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Bye.
I'm sorry, sir. I know you're enjoying your lunch. Put a burger on that board!
I saw the Amazing Digital Circus series finale with my friends Haley and Amanda. I think the show overall was really fun, and the finale did the job of ending the show. This was my exact mindset when I was watching the finale. Oh my god, we can finally focus on the other characters. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I think this quarter went really well in diversifying my films and television. I also want to add on that I've been reading some books about Filipino myths and creatures. I'm hoping to make more videos about that in the near future.
You didn't watch Backrooms?
What?
You didn't watch Obsessions or Backrooms?
Oh, I'll get to those eventually. Definitely not because I'm scared of horror movies or anything. Similar to the shows and films, there were some games that I didn't get to talk about due to writing the script earlier in March. Ironically, they're both Mario related. Bowser's Fury was a fun, open environment structure on the Mario formula. I mainly played this to study some level design ideas for absolute momentum because I think our movement would lend really well to a small Bowser's Fury type playground. I also played Star Fox 3D because Nintendo spoiled that he would be in the movie. My hands are too big for this damn 3DS. I started off April by playing through Consume Me. I learned about this game through the No Clip podcast, and it's been on my eventually list for a while. Oh my god, this game is so peak. I made a whole video essay which covers about it more, about my thoughts and stuff like that. It's a wonderful game about anxiety and living for yourself rather than living up to other people's expectations of you. Go watch the video after this video, it's a little video essay that I made. Very proud of it. Later in April, Tomodachi Life came out. Yaoi Simulator the game. The game was really fun, and I enjoy adding little Miis to the island. I was a bit surprised that Nintendo didn't allow trading or transferring Miis with other players over the internet, but as I saw more and more community content, I think this was the best part about the game. It's seeing how every player would build their own Miis. Since everyone had to build it themselves, every Mii had their own unique touch. Here's Pim and Charlie from Smiling Friends having a baby together through Mpreg. I also played some 2XKO, and that's my games for April. In May, I played Ball X Pit.
What the fuck? You played what?
I played Ball X Pit. This is an indie game that Nintendo had available for their online service for a week, and I was really badly addicted to it. Go play it. It's basically Brick Breaker as a roguelike. I started June off with Mina the Hollower. This is a top-down action-adventure game by Yacht Club Games, the creators of Shovel Knight. The combat is just so fluid and has a surprising amount of platforming mechanics for a top-down game. The Game Boy Color art style pops out with beautiful colors that really show off the gothic tones of this environment. I just finished the first lighthouse and I'll complete the rest of the game. Eventually. I also started playing God of War 2018. I promised myself that I would play a big AAA game this quarter, and I'm starting one. Finally. The one continuous shot of the game and the cinematics is a really unique way to take the game, and I love the combat so far, though Kratos isn't as mobile as I would like him to be. So far, I just got through the opening section and fought that mystery god. I will continue to update as I play this game. Finally, I ended the month playing Star Fox 2026. I really enjoyed Star Fox 3D, but as mentioned, I really struggled pressing A repeatedly on my 3DS. The graphics are stunning, and the character designs didn't bother me like how they did on the initial reveal. The cinematics between each level add a lot of personality to each character. I like how Star Fox has a good heart, but at the end of the day, he's doing this for the money. The gameplay makes it really easy to hop in and do a run through the entire solar system. This game is too damn easy. Damn it. No! Come on, I was right there. Yes, I did it. Overall, I did pretty good with the games that I played. June was a bit more of starting games rather than fully completing them, but these will carry over to July, and hopefully I should finish up the games by then. On to my third resolution. My creative outlet. Let's start off with my game development goals this time, since there was a lot more progress on this end. I made a game dev vlog for PyDev Studios talking about movement, and then I also finished a level for absolute momentum. As for my solo project, I really got things going. I reworked the entire combat system to have lives and fixed up enemy behavior so I can just plug and play the new mechanics. I added a new obstacle with this cactus, and then a new enemy type with this cactus mimic that chases you after you shoot it, and I've been posting more on Twitter for updates regarding the game. Finally, I also started working on the concept art. I'm really bad with human characters, so I wrote up a commission document for the main character for Project Gunslinger, and I'm commissioning my friend Philip at IIM Drawing to create some designs for the main character. In the meanwhile, I drew this concept art for one of the bosses, Pakabi. Focusing on animation was pretty difficult because of how much I was traveling during these 3 months. My goal by the halfway point of 2026 was to get to 750 subs and consistently post 2 long-form videos each month. Did I do it? In my previous resolutions check-in, I made this joke after watching Kiki's Delivery Service. Previously on Emergency Player. Hopefully this movie about burnout doesn't foreshadow anything. I burned out. In April, I technically did upload 2 videos to the channel, but they were pretty short. One was a Smiling Friends tribute, and the other was a Disney Animation Academy skit. I don't know if I count these, but regardless, I made something that I thought was funny. I was pretty much burnt out this month, and looking back on my man diary, I think a lot of it was due to the amount of effort I placed into the New Year's resolution check-in video, only for the video to not perform well at all. I know I said I didn't do these for the views, but I would be lying if I said it wasn't a little bit demotivating. What did help was some friends and acquaintances reaching out and saying how the video was really motivating and inspired them to continue their goals. So even if the video itself didn't do well, it was able to reach and impact people, and I'm very grateful that I was able to do something like that, and that matters more to me than any other views could do. I did have a backlog of videos that I wanted to make, and now that I gave myself a month off from doing those videos, I wrote out a plan mapping out the videos with rough due dates for each of them. Now did I follow through with them? I mean, kinda. For May, I was able to complete my Consume Me analysis and the final moments in Overwatch 1. The Consume Me analysis took me a while to formulate my thoughts, but in the end, I was really proud of this video. It's one of my longest videos on this channel, and I'm pretty happy with how much effort I placed into mimicking the colors of Consume Me within Blender. Looking back, there was a bit more summarizing than I would have liked, but I'm pretty satisfied with how I linked the game to my own life. Also, the creator of the game liked, commented, and reposted my video on TikTok. The following sequence exists because I was too lazy to animate the actual animation, so here's just a storyboard that I sketched in my notebook. Huh, that's weird. There's a bunch of likes on the video I posted. What? Oh my god, the creator of Consume Me liked and saw my TikTok and liked it and then commented and then reposted. I'm basically famous now. What the fuck? Rose, I'm famous, I'm famous, I'm famous, famous,
What?
I'm famous,
Like,
famous,
shut the
I'm
fuck
famous,
up, shut the
famous,
fuck up.
I'm set for life. I could quit my job. Yeah! You're late for work. Show up or you're fired. Okay. The second video I made was the day Overwatch died. This was just fun looking back on my final moments of Overwatch 1. It wasn't anything insane or special, but I really enjoyed talking about it. As for this DAP video, I just didn't have time for it. The scale that I want it at requires a lot more pre-production and some coordination with some of my friends, but I'll talk about more of that later. After the Overwatch video, I immediately started to work on a video about my time at the Nickelodeon internship. I intended to finish this video by June 5th to line up with the 3-year anniversary of starting the internship, but then I did a sample voiceover and the estimated time was 35 minutes. I realized there was no way I could animate 35 minutes by June 5th, so I gave myself until June 9th before my trip, because surely 4 more days would help. It didn't. Yeah, so the Nick video will come around August for sure this time. This gives me more time to animate and try out new things that I haven't done with Blender before. I'm very excited for you all to see it eventually. In the meanwhile, I am long overdue for an Absolute Momentum game dev vlog. However, this time I'm responsible for the dev vlog. My one video in June was the dev vlog for PyDev Studios where I talk about the level that I made for them. It was pretty quick and I'm glad it all worked out and came out nicely. This quarter was a result of burnout and scope creep. I made significant progress on game development while still trying to make videos consistently for Emergency Player. It has been pretty difficult for me to do, and I realized that I really needed to recalibrate my goals. Hitting the halfway point of 2026 made me realize the way I was operating to reach my resolutions and goals was not sustainable. Something needed to change in order for me to continue doing this. The videos are taking longer to make due to the higher ambition I have for them, and I'm also trying to pick up more game dev stuff on the side so I could actually follow through on these projects. Continuing like this while both parts of my creative outlets are increasing in scope will make me eventually hate them. But I think I found a solution on how to readjust my goals. What I'm going to do is focus on one video a month, then allocate one of those months in the quarter to just game development. This helps relieve the stress of the longer pre-production process that these videos are taking, while allowing myself to grind out the game for a month without thinking of any video in the back of my mind. While this is changing the resolutions that I have set for myself at the beginning of the year, it is better that I change change the scope rather than outright quitting or growing to hate the hobbies that I do to relax. At the end of the day, I'm doing this all for fun, and the most important part is I actually enjoy and have fun with these hobbies. Just like Consume Me, it's about taking a step back to remind yourself what's important, then coming back stronger than before. So I did end up crashing and burning a bit, but that's okay. Sometimes you need to fall a bit to get a better leg up. To those who are still doing their goals, I hope you find that even if they're not going perfectly, you don't give up. There are times where you just need to take a step back and approach it from another angle. Let's see what happens next time. Like and subscribe for more, and Emergency Player out. Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching. This was a pretty big video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, comment down below some of your goals. I'd love to hear them. I think it's pretty cool that I've been able to keep this up semi-consistently, but I'm looking forward to seeing how the new calibrated goals work. Bye!